cursor!
Why? Did you do this?
No.
Then why was it on?
I don't know. A curse on you. Hi, Burger.
I forgot I was in the middle of taking out my braids.
Hi, Burger. Grats on first. Hello, Superboy. Hi, Glow. Grats on second. Hi, Era. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. I'm very excited to get back to Lorelei and Laser Eyes. We have theories. We have things to try. We have puzzles that we might be able to solve. Potentially.
Hi, Monster. Also, bye. Yes.
Hi, bye.
I hope you're enjoying it.
I hope you're
Wherever
enjoying
you
it.
are in it.
I hope you're enjoying it a tiny percentage of the amount that we are or more, because if you are, that's a lot. This
Curly
game.
hair.
Oh my god. Gorge, absolutely gorge. Holy shit. Can we get
It's
a
not
zoom?
that. It's not worth a zoom.
Can we
in.
zoom on those curls?
It's not worth a zoom in.
It's so worth a zoom in. It's worth one of these zoom
Oh
ins.
my god, they can't see it from there. They can't see it. It's not possible.
Look at that! Frickin' model curls over here.
I did put the curl cream in before doing the braids, so
Amazing.
that may have had an impact.
Incredible. Otherworldly.
Otherworld might be overselling it a little bit. Alright. Let's play the game. Alright. I noted down a few of our notable loose ends.
The brother letters.
I was able to note them down because they are notable. Era! Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
38 months!
Hair that's so good
That's-
it's worth subbing for.
That's starting to get close to 4 years. That's absurd. Okay, here we found the two mannequins, but we have no leads on the left, right, left, right, left, right. This is just telling us this is made of plastic? Bizarre. There's nowhere else to go from here?
Excuse me.
Weird. Weird. I really thought that getting the orangery open was going to unblock us on several things. It did not. It unblocked us on one thing and we got immediately blocked again.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wanted to review the letters from the brothers because they're from 1847 mostly.
Mostly.
But I really don't think that
Well,
the
let's
moon...
read them. Okay, this is from December 13th, 1846, the year before the Baronin died. Renaud.
Yes.
Forgive my dark words, but today my heart aches from the pain of living. I wish I was as easily pleased with the cretins, taking pleasure in the grotesque pictures from my erythrotrope. Every crowd is the same. I fear that we are not the Knights of the Round Table, but rather a gathering of ugly children on a never-ending Easter egg hunt. I believe that what we seek is gone from the world, if it was ever here. Still, I will continue my journey to blank as Brother Septimus commanded, ab imo pectore your brother. So this was written by Lorenzo.
Yes.
It references Brother Septimus. So this is January 6th, 1847. Dear brother, I have arrived at blank. So this must be like the hotel. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the manor, I guess, at the time.
Yeah.
It is decayed, dark, and much too large for the Baronin herself. Your prophecy was, as expected, correct. She is an artist born on these very grounds. I have yet to gain her trust, but I sense an inexplicable bond between us. I think she knows what I'm searching for, as is expected. For how could one live 40 years on sacred grounds without knowing? So this tells us that she was born in 1827?
No, 1807.
Or 1807, which we knew already, right?
Yes.
This
Unless it was literally her birthday.
Yeah.
Like exactly 40 years.
The tombstone is marked 1807 to 1847.
Right, but like this is not giving us more information. Remember, these underlined years was we already used that information.
What's going on, Evelyn? What's wrong? Come for what? Okay, hold on. My daughter needs me.
We used these years already for unlocking the safes in the rooms where we found these letters. So that's why I'm like, do we need this? Are we doing more with these letters? I'm not sure. I don't necessarily think this is where the 1847 moon book is supposed to come from. And these letters are also reminiscent of the new script pages that we found, where Lorenzo is supposed to trick her and heal her eyes with the eye drops, but really he's looking for something in the house. There's a couple of unretrieved books. I feel like we might have just missed a book to look at. Hey, Steven. I think we might have just missed a book to inspect. That would unblock us on some of the quiz stuff, maybe. We also haven't found any of the video cassettes. I feel like that would be important. All of these are just boxes. We looked at them all. Okay, Alex. I'll just wander around seeing if we missed any things to look at. Doing silvers is stressful, yeah, but clockwork seems like it would be a pretty fun one. We still have had no use for these, but maybe after the astronomical clock. These are the puzzle boxes. We have most of them open at this point. Are these books? Real books? No? I don't know. I don't think that this would be the puzzle. To just, like, try every book. I don't think that's it. I really think we need to get the journal open. But it needs moon phases. And we have a book on the moon phases of 1847. But we don't really have any dates that would make sense to put in order during 1847. If we were to know the birth dates of the characters, then we could open the astronomical clock, I think. It's probably a hallway. Actually, I can check on the map. No, it's not a hallway. It would have something in it. But we don't have any way of knowing what day. Hey, Ms. Roy. I assume you're still avoiding spoilers, understandably. So, I'm pretty sure that we need to find a rose in order to get the magician to turn the cards into keys for us. I'm just looking around since Alex is staying with Aveline for a bit. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything obvious. What a troll. I cannot believe we got up here, got to the top of this ladder, and she's like, the ladder's not extended. The piano is another... This is another loose end. What? Oh! You know the piano solution. Huh.
solve it?
No. You're like, is that middle note in the middle?
Oh, hello, lexicographic. Welcome in. Each measure has a number of notes in it. So the first measure has 2 notes in it. So start by pressing the 2. The second measure has 0 notes in it, so press the 0.
Okay.
The third measure has 4 notes in it, so press the 4.
Okay, alright.
Hi, Gidio. Grats on 3. Well, that was not what I was expecting.
Such a beautiful piece. Wonderful, Signorina. Sometimes the music lingers in the room, almost like magic. The reddest rose, just for you, Signorina. Yes, let's go. We got the rose. In the absence of cuckoos, I must be the singer. It's time to return to the project. Well done, Signorina.
Excellent. We making progress.
Okay, we don't have all the cards, but we have 2 of the cards.
But maybe some of the cards will let us get others.
Superboy is awesome. Also, hi Gidio. Sorry, I was distracted.
Too busy singing about laser eyes.
Yes. I remember it like yesterday. Do you?
Oh, this is the Teatro Rosso. There's an American dollar floating by! Don't let it get away!
This theater is a tragic lie, a parade for the slumbering. The main attraction is waiting on the stage. But on the edge of this deception there are lost woods. Travel there to hear the stories passed down through centuries. For a modest gift, he can arrange your journey. Find me there. Okay, but first...
Cha-ching!
So, do we do the main stage thing first? Be welcome to Teatro Rosso, sister. Our ancient order knew of your return. Our prophecy told of a sister bringing us magical cards. We saw that it would open the doors to her past. Tell me, sister, did you bring us any magical cards?
Why, yes. In fact, I did.
The card of love. That's a very particular kind of heart shape.
Oh, the sayonara. The sayonara wild heart.
The card of death. Use it wisely, sister. Welcome to the sideshow, sister. For a measly $10 American, I can show you a trick I call the disappearing woman. It might take you to unexpected places.
Yeah.
Your support keeps the arts alive, sister. Now please brace yourself. You have traveled far to get here. Come closer and I will tell you how this all started. This is the tragic story we call the Legend of Creation. Thousands of years ago, the third eye shone over the islands in the Far East, but one night it fell from the sky. A human found it, and when she held it, she saw the magic of this world. She had a vision, so she painted a creature in red ochre on a cave wall. At night, the crimson beast awoke. It spread chaos and death and devoured the human and her people.
We've read that before.
The story of the red creature became legend, but the third eye lived on and appeared in the most unlikely of places to this day. Appears. What, I get a refund? No, we don't need to see it again. But is there another one on the other side? She said edges, right? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Your journey has been long to reach these lost woods. Come closer and I will tell you one of the legends we speak of in this forest. This is the tragedy of the tale of the Baroness and the treasure hunter. Long ago there was a noble human born in a palace. Hidden in her palace was a long-lost treasure with a will of its own. Paint the world in red, it whispered to her in her dreams. Driven by the influence of the treasure, she painted a treasure hunter who appeared in her palace as if real. Together they set out to find the treasure known as the Third Eye. When they found it, all magic and wonders of the world appeared before them, but with the vision came great misfortune. The artist said, "Who needs eyes when there is nothing left to see?" She cut out her eyes and blindly fell to her demise, not as a human baroness nor artist. Instead, she had become art. She had turned into red paint from an old rusty bucket. Her whole world faded away, as did the treasure hunter, but the Third Eye was once again prepared to trade hands.
So I noticed that there were some kind of like pauses in between some of those paragraphs that were longer than others. I wonder if those paragraphs fill in depending on what you have discovered. If that will tell a more complete story.
Maybe. We're flicking.
Well, we're close to this guy.
Okay, where's the heart store?
Second floor, I believe.
Spades?
Let's go. Immediately rewarded.
The scrapbook is full of newspaper and magazine clippings.
Dates.
Dusseldorf Post, August 25th, 1953. Citizens of Dusseldorf visiting Bauschinger Kunstinstitut in hopes of seeing beautiful paintings on display will be severely disappointed. Curator Anne-Catherine Braun states that the art of the future will require participation. The spectator will interact with the artwork and perhaps even co-create it. The first wave of this so-called art is an exhibition called Verschlossene Erinnerungen, spearheaded by Lorelei Weiss, a lesser-known artist from Frankfurt who thought it necessary to litter a fine institution like Bauschinger with childish puzzle boxes that only the most fixated could possibly open. A fine product for country fairs, no doubt, but Fraulein Weiss's clothing and insistence upon wearing sunglasses indoors suggests that she has the hubris to think that her trinkets belong in the upper echelons of art society. Opening boxes in search of locked memories is a prime example of what is wrong with art today.
Salty.
Technique and Photography, 1960. Electronic Art Symposium. Engineers are artists in this innovative exhibition. Earlier this week, the exciting Electronic Art Symposium took place in Kirchsteiger Messe. The exhibition is open to everyone and hopes to show the exciting happenings in the world of electronic devices and how they can be used for more than work and calculations. Among the selected artists was Lorelei Weiss, known for her puzzle boxes and recently her innovative use of computers. Her contribution caused quite a sensation, as its deliberate malfunction caused some panic. Weiss is not too keen to talk about what the work of art meant. She does not want to end discussions by giving a correct answer. Veteran art critic Morris Talbot insisted it was a comment on the unreliability of technology, but concept artist Eiichi Tanaka thought that Vice wanted to show us the death of an artwork. Un animale terribile review. There can be little doubt that Renzo Nero is not a filmmaker for everyone's taste. His critics find him crude yet pretentious. His latest film won't win them over, but I don't think Nero cares. Un animale terribile is in many ways an experiment in audience participation. A number of scenes present the audience with tough choices about what should happen next. Regardless of the audience choices in Un animale terribile, the film always ends with Lucia coming back to life. Hi, Druckabati, thank you. This interactive film thus makes fun of its own concept of interactivity. Nero says that this is a comment on the illusion of democracy, but it works just as well as a joke about the illusion of interactivity. We like to think that we affect outcomes, but in truth, most of us are mere spectators, superfluous tired eyes. It's the participation that in the end makes Un animale terribile such an intense viewing. This should be essential viewing for anyone remotely interested in the development of narrative media, but be warned, it is not a pleasant film by any means. Hey! What was the date? Nice.
1962.
1962. The director caused some mirth when he arrived in Club Rouge with a grocery bag stuffed with American dollar bills and stated that he was there to clean house. According to witnesses, Renzo Nero was in good spirits and joked with both staff and other patrons. Despite the rumors about Renzo Nero when it comes to romance, a reporter, Mrs. Melissa Dubois, caught Renzo Nero in the company of starlet Carla Romano and socialite Felicia Levy, both drinking champagne, but the big winner celebrated with a double espresso. Were you not afraid to lose such an amount? No, first of all, it was not my money. Secondly, I had seen in the stars that I would win. There was no reason to worry. Risky business, gambling with the production budget. If you lost, there would be no movie. There would be no movie, but it's better to have no movie than a bad movie. I needed more money than the studio gave me. Do you think you have set an example for other filmmakers? No, it was a terrible idea that turned out very well. Casinos are crooks, but I got lucky. I would recommend filmmakers to rob banks instead because gambling is immoral.
Based.
Good luck with your next picture, Mr. Nero. Thank you, Bella Melissa. It will be the one. We're restarting cinema from the beginning. To the time when celluloid was magic, not for passing the time between hamburgers. Okay, June 1963. Police are investigating a death that occurred at Hotel Les Césars yesterday evening. The hotel has been closed for the season, but according to neighbors, there had been a film shoot in weeks past. The police won't confirm that there is any correlation between the film production and the death. Commissar Schmidt, who is in charge of the investigation, refused to release any further information. The investigation is in a delicate phase at the moment, and therefore the deceased identity will not be released at this time. We cannot rule out the possibility of a crime, and as such it is standard procedure to treat it like a murder investigation, the police commented early this morning. Okay.
So that's 63, that's Nero's death, right?
Yes, January 6th. Sorry, not June 1st. January 6th. Central European Times, November 29th, 1982. I was confused when I received an invitation to an eye-to-eye session from the Third Eye Movement. After some research, mostly consisting of buying fellow writers a drink, my confusion turned to excitement. The Third Eye Movement is apparently a gathering of painters, musicians, composers, directors, photographers, and writers. And so I thought it was in my capacity as a Mendig awarded journalist that I was invited. Jose Marie Gil, the European branch's Magnus Magister Artis, maintained that it was due to a little red collection of poetry I released back in the 60s. Jose Marie made it clear that it would not occur to him to let journalists into their midst, as journalism is a reactive craft and not a creative one. You see, the Third Eye movement is solely for those filled with the power of creation, something I would hear more about in the weeks to come. What I thought was a secret club for the avant-garde bohemians was something entirely different. It was like being offered a seat at King Arthur's Round Table. I suddenly found myself part of a quest, not for the Grail, but something else, a metaphysical power, an entity, a treasure of sorts? No one knew or wanted to tell me, but it was clear that it had, perhaps thousands of years ago, appeared somewhere in Sulawesi. The members whispered of it as a zeitgeist, and they now believed it was to be found in Central Europe. 2014. Unearthing obscure artists is the archaeology of the 21st century, whether it's a long-dead naivist painter from Sweden, a minimalist composer from Latvia, or a mediocre Edwardian horror writer. They are all dug up and put on display. Obscurity adds value to a body of work, and by digging them up, we deprive them of that value. But the thing about Lorelei Weiss's most interesting art is that it can't be sold, because no one really knows if it exists anymore. Gallery owner Gaston Rousseau pours us a coffee in his apartment in Paris. Last year, he started to research the possibility of doing an exhibition which would act both as a tribute and a retrospective of the eclectic artist. He had hoped to recreate her lost art with the help of Weiss herself and today's most admired names in computer art. She was the Gauguin of the electronic era, Rousseau tells Art Filter. If all of Gauguin's work had been burned, that is. Weiss was an elusive figure even when she was in Zenith, but after the Nero affair, for which she sadly is most remembered, few have met her. Through Rousseau's network in the art world, he managed to track her down in Hamburg and swiftly traveled to arrange a meeting with her. I was too late. I had such big plans. Maybe I was a fool to believe I could create a renaissance for a long-forgotten electronic art pioneer. Rousseau sighs. The old woman I met could hardly see, let alone speak. It didn't look like she had much time left. Internet Mystery of the OCU-3. Truth or fake? We dive deeper into the modern myth of the 1960s supercomputer. We have all heard the story by now. In Algenwaldberg, where entrepreneurs Mick Otto and Rob Jibe are building a Eurofund land, complete with golf courses, spas, and restaurants, a construction worker came upon a computer believed to be from the 1960s, the OCU-3. First found in what was the basement of the old mansion, which previously stood on the grounds, it was later sold at a flea market and eventually ended up in the hands of an anonymous individual known as Putty on several forums. Putty, then, claims to have managed to reconstruct parts of the data on the OCU-3. We've all seen the results on the internet, we've all been astonished by it, and we've all asked ourselves the same questions. Was this type of technology available in the 1960s? Could an entire interactive retrospective be made or even fit on the primitive devices of that time? In the coming weeks, we will try to answer these questions and dive deeper into the mystery of the OCU-3. Okay, so we got the diamonds card. No, clubs.
Clubs, yeah. And we already have the spades key.
Yes. Where's spades? Oh, clubs is right there. Spades is also floor 2.
Accessible.
It might be faster for me to go down to the elevator. I can go. Wait, how do we get to that side of... up and around.
Here we go. Hi, LED. Thank you for contributing to the SJ Cracked Red challenge, and congrats on 4th. Case 630113RN. This is in 1963, January 13th. The subject has a substantial visible fracture in the os frontale. The fracture has caused a severe injury to the frontal lobe. The injury is lethal, but in all likelihood, the cause of death is the cervical fractures in vertebrae C2 and C3, respectively. However, death from circulatory shock due to extraction of the bulbous oculi cannot be completely ruled out. The extraction wounds in the orbita have been caused by a sharp non-surgical instrument. The wounds inside the orbit are similar to those made from a pocket knife. The wounds could be self-inflicted or by someone else. Given the amount of glass found on and inside of the subject, there cannot be any doubt that the subject crashed through the window on the 3rd floor. It is unlikely but possible that the subject fell through the window due to the impact needed to crush the glass. Therefore, the subject most likely either jumped through the window or was pushed. Death by illness or accident is unlikely due to the evidence at hand. The subject either committed suicide or was the victim of manslaughter, murder, or involuntary manslaughter. Commissar Schmidt, when did this change of behavior start? He was eccentric when I arrived, and then his mental state took a turn for the worse after a phone call from the production company. Were you frightened by him? Not at first, no. But at some point you did find him frightening? Yes, I did. In what way did he make you uncomfortable? Excuse me, Fraulein? He played with his revolver, and his thoughts were very dark. This is 1963, January 13th to 1963, January 16th. Items submitted for examination: espresso cup, revolver, playing card, glass shards, and letter.
Congrats on 5th.
Hi, Sabera. Red paint was found on items A, B, C, and D. Blood from the deceased was found on item D. Exact model or owner of item B could not be identified, presumed to be a pre-war Italian model.
Andreas Coleman.
Polizeibeamter Andreas Coleman arrived
at the Hotel Lezion at quarter past midnight.
Quarter past midnight. He was there greeted by Blank in the foyer. Blank was in a state of shock and spoke about eyes. After being calmed, Blank showed the officer on site the place of incident. So this is Lorelei voice. She was in a state of shock. After being calmed, she showed the officer on site the place of the incident. The deceased was found on the gravel path, lying face down. The legs were facing the house. The deceased's right arm was folded beneath Blank body, while the left arm was stretched out.
They're blanking at pronouns. This is she, his body.
A pool of blood had formed beneath the body, and the deceased had visible severe head injuries. The deceased had, in addition, several injuries to Blank. Shards of glass were scattered on the body and around the same. Upon closer inspection, there was an additional red liquid near the body, which was believed to be red paint. There were 4 playing cards discovered in the inner pockets of the deceased. The 2nd floor window above the body had been shattered. The deceased was dead upon the arrival of the Polizeibeamter Andreas Coleman. The deceased was identified by witness Blank as Blank Citizen Blank. According to Blank, the deceased had inflicted Blank upon Blank and then Blank. Wait, but the 2nd floor window was shattered? Not the 3rd floor? Let's look at the map after this. No definitive proof of foul play has been discovered in conjunction with the death of Blank. The physical evidence points towards Blank. It has been established that Blank suffered a manic psychotic breakdown. There have been conflicting professional opinions on whether the stab wounds in Blank could have been self-inflicted, but the majority state that Blank's frenzied state might have given Blank the necessary willpower to inflict injuries upon Blank. Further interviews with witnesses Blank have cleared the doubts surrounding her involvement in Blank death. Therefore, no measures...
They forgot to blank out that pronoun.
No further measures will be taken in the case. Let's look at the map for a second. Okay, 3rd floor. This is where he would have been pushed out the window.
Yeah. Right.
So what's right underneath that on the second floor? What room is this? 1960. That's just a puzzle room. What happened in 1960?
There are windows in there.
What happened in 1960? That was like around the time
Could have been a mistake in the document, right?
There are no mistakes. What do you think Lorelei pushed Renzo out the window? Possibly.
I mean, to defend herself.
Unclear. Also, hello, welcome.
He also could have jumped out the window.
But she absolutely took his eye.
Yes. Have you played this?
I'm gonna grab some water.
I should have had some coffee.
You want me to make some?
No, I mean in the game. It's a long hike back to the wagon. The card of luck. Use it wisely, sister. Been watching a ton of streams though? Oh, cool. Well, I guess then you're not worried about spoilers. The card of wealth. You've been a wonderful audience. Trying to piece together the story from good luck.
I mean, that's kind of the whole game, is like trying to piece together
I know,
the story.
but imagine piecing it together from pieces of what they give you.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
It's like trying to view the world through 2 overlap slices of Swiss cheese.
Fergus's dragon had just got a tier 1 golden while literally on a cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic.
Okay.
Using a fight stick.
Okay, go off.
We just saw the club store. Right, it's...
Here.
Right. Yeah, we knew this. Yes! Finally! So nice when loose ends go away. Oh!
The magician chained like a prisoner.
I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna open the shortcut and find a computer.
It's like, sorry dude, I would help you, but
14.
I'm gonna solve a little brain teaser instead, if that's cool with you.
Right, we've solved this. It's 74.
74.
No! I'm literally gonna walk away from you if you force me not to do the...
Rude.
You can't tell me what to do. As you can see, you have gotten me into trouble. Quite the metaphor you have created, Signorina. An escape artist who cannot break free from capitalism. Now release me.
Is that supposed to tell us something? Does the directional controls do anything? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. You.
What?
You have misaligned them.
Oh. Huh? Oh.
Yeah.
Can I have some ice water? Grazie. Now that we are on our way to freedom from the monetary system, we can get back to the project. The man on this cassette is perfect for our needs. I will see you soon, Signorina. Ah!
Okay, well, we can go play the video cassette. I'm impressed at how well you navigated straight there. This is the left and right hand turns for the mannequin.
Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. 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 Right. Right. Left. Well, can we interact with it?
Okay,
you got it?
Excellent, yep, got it. Not reachable from this loft, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. We didn't open a shortcut from here?
No. But that's okay, we can do it from the loft that's from, Renzo's room. But interesting that, like, Renzo's mirror, or, window is not shattered.
Yeah, well, and the whole description of a death being a result of being pushed out a window, glass shattering, falling, smashing the glass, is more like the body in the story.
The mannequin?
Yeah.
Right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, right, left, open.
How do you open?
Interact.
This is what we need for the clock.
Yep.
It is wise to look inside a head. His head is mine and my head is yours. How else could a dead man write letters? Magic and money make miracles and the dead walk again. They want me to look crazy, but I can assure you I am not. I have to write this or they will hang us all for violating the aesthetic distance. Or perhaps give us an award for the best Verfremdungseffekt of the year. I would like to thank Santa Lucia and Mammon for this award. It is a miracle. I know you only came here for clues, but I have to play this part. So on the note of miracles, we must consider virgin births. We should all be entitled to them. We are all equal here, fictional, alive, or dead. Hallelujah and happy birthday. The crux of this tomato soup is sadly that we were all born under bad signs. December 23rd, 1798. June 27th, 1807. May 29th, 1924. And October 6th, 1932. What? I listed them.
Yeah, I'm a slow transcriber.
Oh, Crystal!
Crystal!
Good night. Have a good sleep. Thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the sub, Crystal.
Okay, let's go open the clock.
Have a good sleep. Okay, so these are 1932.
Lorelei.
1932 is Lorelei.
Yeah, but we don't actually need that yet.
I know, but like, who are these people?
Well, 1970
1924 is Renzo.
Yeah. 1807 is Renat.
1807 is Renat.
And 1798 is Lorenzo.
I mean, that would make sense as he is a relevant character, but how would you know?
We know.
Don't ban yourself, Crystal. We like you. Okay, and then we need to look at the dates to ask to zodiac conversions. Okay, December 23rd.
Capricorn.
Which is like the
N with the loopy.
January 27th.
Aquarius.
May 29th.
Gemini.
And October 6th.
Libra.
Okay.
It was Renzo with Gemini energy.
Should have known.
Okay.
Okay, so this middle one, MCMXXII.
1932.
That's Lorelei, Libra.
This is 1927?
1924?
Yes, 1924. Sorry.
1924 is Renzo with Gemini.
What does it look like?
Twins.
What does it look like?
The number 2, the Roman numeral 2.
Okay. 1807.
1807 is Renat, which is Aquarius. And then the last one should be 1798, Lorenzo, we think. Just the loopy end with the loopy.
Is that not the end with the loopy?
It is. What sign is the 69 one? That's Cancer, isn't it? I believe.
I thought it was... Oh, yeah.
Hi, SP. Okay, what year is that? DCCXICVIII? 1798?
Yes.
That should be December 23rd. Okay, then in one is... I might have just made a slight mistake here. MDC is 19...
No, it's MDCCC.
Oh, MDCCC.
1900.
1907.
Or 1807. Sorry.
1807.
1807.
Renat Aquarius, yes, okay. 1924 should be the next one. 1924 should be Gemini, the twins. And then 1932, Libra, the Omega, the underlined Omega. Let's look at the dates again. Possible we made some other mistake. Quasi says, I am free. What did you do, Quasi?
You finished your exam? Nice.
Okay, December 23rd is Lorenzo.
Capricorn.
Capricorn, the end with the loopy. January 27th.
I know January 27th is Aquarius. Yes.
May 29th.
Gemini.
Gemini. October 6th.
Libra.
Huh. So what are we doing wrong here?
This is end with the loopy, right? Yeah, it is.
Maybe I wrote down the dates from the letter wrong? It's probably a note. Male mannequin. December 23rd, 17...
June 27th.
June 27th. Not January 27th. June 27th would be Cancer instead of Aquarius. Hi, Dronin.
It's the days of the week. Monday is the moon. Tuesday
is the man.
For Mars, Martari. Wednesday, Mercury.
Mercury.
What does Mercury look like?
That one.
Oh, this is just in order.
Thursday.
Yeah, this is not going to be it because this is just the order that they go in. This one?
Yeah. Friday. Saturday. Saturn's Day. That one, yeah.
Yeah, no, this Sunday is not going to be it. We have to do something else with them. Days of the week. Well, what order are they in the exhibit? In that order. They're in that order, right?
There's a pest dispenser. Yum. Because this is finished, no more physics ever again. Physics is over. Physics no longer applies. We are unchained from the laws of reality.
We need something with days of the week.
Maybe in the club store. I mean, the spade store. I mean, whichever door we didn't
Diamonds. Okay. I can't even take that object with me. Diamonds is... here. Elevator.
This will get us the balconies.
Oh, I'm not going to the elevator. I'm confused.
Congrats, you made it to the elevator. Now take the elevator to the 3rd floor.
No, the 2nd floor.
Three-digit code for the balcony. Shortcut 4.
I solved this one. It's 64.
64.
$2014. That's Lorelei. This would be Renat. 1847.
Wait, does that say 1847?
Yes, it does.
It says negative 1847.
2014 minus 1847 is what?
If only we had a calculator. $167 is the balcony key. Nice.
And the lever. And $1. It seems like a safety issue that your fire escape control to lower the ladder is on a different balcony.
And behind a
locked door.
Yes.
What's this? What's this for? This little mezzanine.
Little balcony. With nothing here?
Yeah.
With $1?
That seems suspicious.
Curious?
Maybe we lower a thing or raise a thing to grab something off a chandelier again.
Only smart people may escape in case of a fire. Yeah, solve this puzzle to survive is some real, like, guy from Saw energy. That's the deal in Saw, right? You have to solve puzzles to survive. I don't know. I never watched those movies.
This dollar has been taunting me since the beginning of the game. Alright, now we can finish the game.
Well, also we can open this shortcut. This stair should lead down to a shortcut to the basement elevator, if I'm correct. No, it leads to the prison. Oh, and then a shortcut to the basement elevator.
Yeah. He's gonna make me let him out. This is gonna lead to the cassette that gets me the woman.
Yeah. Happy Victoria Day. Is it really?
No, that's May 2-4, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You are as merciful as the bear eating salad, Bella.
That metaphor almost made sense.
Grazie. Finally, we can start to wrap up this project. I've settled for the Madonna on this cassette.
The Katape.
Katape. I will see you soon, Signorina. There's $1 in the cell. There's $1 in the cell.
The dollar in the cell.
Hi-ho,
the dollar in the cell. 15. Right.
67?
Yeah. No. Yes.
All shortcuts opened?
It's a great achievements in shortcut opening.
We are genius level puzzle solvers. To the revolver room. No, wait, to the cassette tape playing room. 3rd floor, 2014.
Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Left. Right. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
Up to the left.
Yeah, okay. Right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right. Open.
I tried looking inside her head for the answer just like you, but I cannot trust her. A mess cloudier than the ocean. Her journal is locked. We only know that she died 116 years ago. I asked the moon for answers, but it gave me several dates. June 1st, August 18th, February 19th, January 10th, and July 20th. Perhaps time is so broken here that they could all be correct. Something terrible must be happening. So these are the moon
dates, yeah. July 20th. Okay, now we just need to look up those moon phases. Okay, June 1st. August 18th.
Yeah, the locked diary, exactly.
February 19th. January 10th. Okay, July 20th. Okay. So gibbous is when it's like almost full, and crescent is when it's almost empty. Is that right? Do I have my moon terminology correct?
Crescent is when it looks like a crescent, and gibbous is when it looks like not a full moon, but
almost full, yeah.
Right, but it waxing if it's getting fuller, and waning if it's getting less full.
Waxing if it's on the left because it gets bigger from left to right.
Yes.
And waning if it's on the right because it gets smaller.
It's honestly going to be easier for me to just look at your...
No, I have to use the right moon terminology. The moon words.
We've been trying to open this book for so long.
I know. Waxing gibbous. Yes.
This?
Yes.
Okay.
Waning crescent.
No. Other way?
Yeah, no, that's right. Waning crescent again. Waxing crescent.
Half.
Wrong half.
Oh, right. There's two. Gibbous this way?
Yes.
Crescent.
Waning crescent.
This way?
Yep. Waning crescent again. Waxing crescent. And then waning full moon. Or half moon. Waning. No.
Another one?
That's waning. Yes! It appears to be a journal. The pages are out of order.
Of course they are!
It's like the turtle puzzle!
Never seen anyone open it yet. Ooh.
That's because you're in the presence of puzzle geniuses.
Okay, Saturday. Saturday, January 9th, 1847. It's unclear whether we're going to do the days of the week in the order that we see them, or if we have to put them chronologically and then do the days of the week.
Yes, it's going to be one of those.
But let's just write down all the dates in full so that we can use all the information.
Okay, so this is Saturday,
January 9th.
January 9th, 1847.
The magician is afraid of his hat. Truthfully, he is afraid of everything. Is it because his eyes are old and tired, or is it because he is not a true artist? I am still fond of him, but his gloomy chatter interferes with my work. Things have started to appear in my house, objects and rooms and fantasies. Soon there will be a theater. The magician believes that we are still in the maze. He is wrong and right. I've been there since I was a little girl. We saw me. All day we could hear the sound of ticking. The magician and I searched at length for the clock. Its hands had stopped moving, yet time passed. We have lived for years these days, yet we are not getting older. My wrist aches terribly, but it is from the never-ending brushstrokes, not age. If I do not control myself, I paint. Art flows through my veins now. It is wonderful and terrible. Can I write about the maze man? I think I know what he is. Thursday, January 7th, 1847. My eyes have been reborn. Everything is new again. My eyes are those of a child. I had forgotten beauty. The magician was as surprised as me. He never thought the vermilion tears would work. The cure was the most excruciating pain I have ever felt. As the drops fell in my eyes, it felt like my eyes boiled like eggs inside my skull. At the end, it felt like I was a pot of boiling red pain. But thank the eye, then, my first colleagues appeared before me in a vision. Mere apes, like me, they painted a crimson maze on the cavern wall, the very first piece of art. Their red eyes met mine in quiet understanding. An ancient conspiracy was shared. How long was I sleeping? Am I allowed to write about the maze? Am I allowed to write about the third eye? Am I allowed to write about the red beast? Words cannot do them justice, anyhow. Monday, January 4th, 1847. The winter sun came out today. It painted the garden in the most generous colors. I could see its beauty, but all details had been stripped. Mother Nature only deigns to show me drawings from her sketchbook. Soon I will not even see the outlines. Will I be even lonelier in the dark, I wonder? I spent the evening in my studio. What I paint now will soon be unseen even by me. Sunday, January 10th, 1847. Eyes are meant for gathering nuts and scanning for wild beasts. Human eyes look but do not see. Art demands vision, and artists must not be held back by eyes. Tonight I will make my ascension. I will fade into the crimson and become matter. I will not be an artist. I will not be art. I will be the raw material. I will be magic. All left of my earthly self will be a rose. Wednesday, January 6th, 1847. I cannot help but believe that his journey has been a long one. Beneath the oily courtesy thumps a broken heart. This is the end of the road for him. I left my jewelry box open to test him, but it is left untouched, as I thought it would be. I know what he is looking for. I've never seen it, but I know it's here. But I will not hold him to his word. He must cure me, which is an absurd notion. He claims that my eyes are dying because of lack of entertainment. That is his medical opinion. He showed me an endless series of images on his erythrotrope, few of which I could see what they represented. It was amusing but became tedious after a while. Still, I played along. Next, he will treat me with a miracle tincture he calls vermilion tears. I suppose him failing to cure me somehow will be an empty victory. Tuesday, January 5th, 1847. A knock on the door. The miracle has arrived. In his hand, a red rose, which he handed me, but I have seen the likes of him before. Treasure hunters and thieves. This one must be the sorriest of the lot. Was it pity I felt in my callous heart? Now he warms his wet and malodorous feet by my
malodorous.
fireplace, my very own mysterious stranger. Among the many things he calls himself is an optician and an illusionist, though it is clear he is little more than a sideshow magician. This house and I could certainly use some magic. Friday, January 8th, 1847. So I think this is the order we want the days of the week, because otherwise we put these in order, it's just a normal week.
Yeah.
7 journeyed in silk robes and tattered rags, in gilded wagons and on bloody souls. Sister Moon, Brother Mars, Brother Mercury, Brother Jupiter, Sister Venus, Brother Saturn, and Sister Sun, their red eyes searching for what had been lost. Cosmic words spoken by the magician as he made the shadows of his long-dead brothers come alive on the walls in an act of true magic. I could see them travel in gilded wagons on the first roads built by man. I could see them walk on bloody souls through endless scorched deserts, their red eyes forever looking to the night sky in search of what had been lost to them, and forgotten by the rest of us, until now. I have lived all my life in the proximity of a cosmic beauty without ever knowing. It was right there in my father's maze. I thought it was a simple treasure, but it is much more. Entity, God, element. The human language is much too limited to describe such a thing as the eye. My stranger, no longer a stranger, was surprised to find it. I think he had given up on his dream, but it was here. He wept at great length afterward. His eyes are now like roses. He warns me to be cautious. Why is he so fearful? He cannot deny its power for long. That's it.
This game reminds me actually of Immortality a bit.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, we can use the device now.
Yes. Saturday.
No.
Thursday. Monday. Sunday. Wednesday. Tuesday. Friday.
This is for the cemetery, I think. Yeah?
The Triqueta key.
No, wait.
Maybe for the cemetery?
This is 1973. This is 1982.
It's gotta be for the cemetery. Iris does agree with me on Immortality. There are bits of this that remind me of Echoes of the Eye. There are bits of this that remind me of Immortality.
Echoes of the Eye?
Yeah, the debugging stuff. The exploiting the gnome.
Yeah.
Exploiting the gnome
I had noticed that too.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest copy machine? Or in the cafe, probably. How's my bladder status? It's okay.
Just one?
I don't think you go faster.
That's how it works in real life. Don't you have a meter which says how hopped up on caffeine are you?
Oh, we put the key in. I wrote down the solution already. There. 1932. Next.
1924. $1807.
And then this again, right?
Then 1807 again.
That's what I just asked.
Okay, yes. Then 1932. And then 1924. Nice. Those are the maze slots for maze slabs. Look at the floor underneath you. Which maze? That's
not the center.
That's southwest.
No. That's not southwest.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Or east, maybe?
East. Yeah, this is east. Okay, so draw the thing.
Wait, draw. What am I drawing?
Draw a 3x3 square, please.
Okay.
And in the center, put east.
Why in the center put east?
Because I just pressed the center button and it's displaying the east square.
Is it changing? I thought you were just supposed to input what you think what it is. Like input east. Yeah, I think we just have to specify which maze tile each one is.
This is center. I thought it was like they were mixed up. Like the tiles were...
Yeah, no, I don't think it was changing on the floor.
This is west.
You sure?
Or north. No, it's west.
No.
No, wait.
No, I don't think
What is this?
I think it's south.
South? Would have a thing along the bottom. Oh, yeah.
Puzzle solved. This is southeast.
Right, but this is a different... We have to put where the plinth is. I think. Maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, it could be.
Where my screenshot? Okay. This is... That was southeast, you said?
Yeah. So it's what, third from the bottom?
No.
In southeast?
Oh, southeast. Sorry, I was looking at southwest. And
fourth column?
It's a little confusing because it's not the squares, it's the...
Yeah. That's fourth. So go to 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth column. Third row from the bottom.
This?
Yeah.
No, it's the fourth row from the bottom because the bottom row is...
Oh yeah, fourth row from the bottom.
Okay, just... This is west. Here?
Yeah, something like that.
Just needed to check for American dollars. Okay, and this is north. Maybe I put this...
Yeah, just double check them all. I think this is the right idea. It's just really small for me, so I can't count them.
This is west. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had it off by 1.
Yeah, it's easy to get off by 1.
And I want to find... all the American dollars. There are only 2 paths up? Yeah, okay. What? Hang on. Hang on. I have a thought.
Yeah.
This is oriented wrong.
Yes.
We have to rotate the thing to show how it's oriented.
This is northwest upside down.
Not upside down. This is this. Yes, upside down.
This is northwest upside down.
Is it worth noting that Northwest here is associated with 2014?
I am actually a little surprised Northwest is associated with 2014. I would expect North to be associated with 2014 because the 2014 room is in the middle.
Mm.
It's on the north wall of the manor.
Mm-hmm. This is southwest, I think. Rotated.
It looks like it's flipped, actually, not rotated. Flipped horizontally.
Yeah.
Mirrored, not rotated.
Well, I don't have the... Oh! I do have the option of doing that. Haha.
But did you do it right?
I think so. You said it was flipped left, right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this
is northeast. This is rotated.
No! Oh my god. Like this? Or like this?
No, the other way.
What did that open?
This.
What?
Where you just walked. The middle backwards. Here.
Huh?
This was not open before.
Really?
Oh. This.
It's for naught. We can get the right eye.
The left eye.
Her left. Our right. It's gonna go in the right statue. Right? Wait, so what else is down here? Huh? Oh? Shortcut? The artist. But wasn't there also this way? Like a scene in the script of man, here sleeps the owl with one eye open.
Just in case you haven't figured out that the owl girls are not yet. I'll be right back.
Okay, don't go down the stairs, you might get lost. So, should we go to the red maze? Was that all we needed?
No, we should go to the quiz club.
The what?
The quiz club.
Yeah. Do we have all the answers?
We have the ones that we didn't know before.
Where is that again?
First floor, west side.
Are you okay there?
Just putting on my headphones. Normally, like a normal person.
Not in 1932. Where?
South? Go south from... No, go south from here. Here, this door.
Alright. How's the progress with the wooden puzzle boxes? I think we have all but 2.
And we're about to get the other ones.
Yeah, we're about to get what we need for the other 2. Have you seen much of the stuff with the puzzle boxes? Like, do you know what how it goes?
Is there an actual graceful way to put on headphones? I think using 2 hands probably helps.
Where are we going? Do you know where the doors are that we haven't been able to
Where are you?
I'm in north right now.
Oh my god, you got a long way to go.
I know. I have to go to...
Make your way to northwest with the intention of going down through west. You accidentally went into central.
Oops. How could I get disoriented in such a place?
How could you?
Really? I just went through the wrong entrance. Here we go.
And I think you go pretty much straight down through west.
But the dollars. The dollars.
Okay, yep, this is good. You're now in southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of...
This is a key? Okay.
Yeah, we already got this one.
This is the door?
Yeah. Should be able to go straight through here, and it should lead you to the blocked exit.
I have to answer a question.
That we haven't been able to answer. But now we can!
15 minutes.
Truth above all else. Risk my life, brother. I mean, undulating walls is just creepy. Although I think this game has kind of had undulating walls throughout.
Here we
go.
This
is the south key.
1973. That's a big room. I wonder what that puzzle is.
I mean, they're usually like perspective puzzles.
Yeah, I know. It's a very large room.
That lady is awesome.
And another question.
We haven't heard this question yet. Gamble to pass or perish.
Which room did the dead woman's key lead to? That was 1847.
Although, technically, debatably, 2014 would also be correct.
But it's called the dead woman's key.
2014 key is also a dead woman's key.
The dead woman's key.
Okay, that's all the keys, but we can reach the center of the maze.
Yeah, what's gonna be there, though? I kind of want to pop out and save.
Yeah, sure, go for it. It should be a minotaur. At the center of this maze.
No, we saw the minotaur at the center of the other maze.
No, the minotaur's brother. The other minotaur.
Okay, but there's still more questions to answer. And there's probably an achievement for answering all of them, right?
It's tracked in the stats, so yes, but I would like to get the center of this maze.
Art filter.
We can look this up. Allow my contemplation, brother.
Issue 2.
Truth above all. Risk my life, brother. Okay, you're on the far side of east. Get your bearings for your route into center, because it's a little bit convoluted.
Well, I don't mind messing up and having to answer more questions, because I want to.
Gamble to pass or perish?
How many items
were submitted?
That was 5 items. I'm pretty sure, but I'll double check.
Evidence submission form. 5 items.
630113RN. So that's what he was asking. Speaker query. Yeah.
Truth above all, risk my life, brother.
Okay, there's a bunch of exits out of east that we don't have, so I'm gonna just get them all while we're here. Yeah?
Alright.
How many journeyed in silk robes and tattered rags and gilded wagons and on bloody souls?
I believe it was 7.
I'm gonna double check. Visions? No.
Messages? No.
Stories. Was this the right one? No.
I think it was the other story.
Really? Oh. I mean, I remember reading about this in Side one of the video games, but
We also read it more recently.
yeah, I remember.
Was it in one of the mannequin notes? Or the Your Brother letters? Imagine if while beating this, you unlock a new level inside our Wild Hearts.
Oh yes, here's how you know it's Lorenzo's birthday. He says 49 years on this earth under the protection of Santa Lucia. Where did we see this?
Someone's journal?
The journal, no? Oh, maybe, yeah, she talks about the third eye. Yeah.
Here.
7. Yeah, okay, you were right. I just wanted to double check.
The first Monday of 1847.
Any day of the week in 1847 will do it for us.
Monday the 4th. The 4th was a Monday in January.
So, 4?
Mm-hmm.
In 1847.
In 1847.
Was that actually a Monday in 1847?
Probably. They probably did their calendar research.
$17.98 to what?
Do we know the answer to this?
Lorenzo the Great walked 49 years on this earth under the protection of Santa Lucia, and now he must vanish or shall be reborn a nameless vagabond. So I guess 49.
He was born in 1798.
Yeah. $49 years.
But what's up to the left here?
Just a second. How many puzzle boxes? 9,
It would be 9.
You said what's to the left? It's probably an exit, right? Oh, money.
It's an American dollar. It's a money hole. Stick your hand in the money hole.
I think there are 2 more ways to go into the woods that I missed up at the top. Going left and right from the top. We can go back there after this.
We'll need 20 American dollars.
Yeah, so we'll get that first and then we'll go. I'm gonna pop out and save here.
The computer noises are so satisfying.
Oh, I have to do it from the computer, right? To check my progress?
Yeah. Your bladder is also getting kind of full.
It's fine. It doesn't just go up indefinitely. It's whenever you drink coffee, it goes up a set amount.
The mouse clicking sounds on the floppy disk games are the best. Yeah, it definitely like triggers some part of my brain from my childhood.
How many statues stand by the Minotaur below the red maze? 2?
2. Okay, this is the center. There's the Minotaur.
Hi. Who's over here? It's a door. Ah, whatever. It's one thing more to answer. You've done well to come this far. But only the Nosens Mueller knows the answer to our final question. From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? Did we know this yet?
From top to bottom, what did my underground brother say? What does that mean?
Like on the statue. Oh, this is probably just the other game that we don't have.
Yeah. Was this noted as a memory?
I think we have to go do the maze.
I guess.
It's okay, we have the save right here.
Okay, well, to get into the red maze, we have to go up to the 3rd floor.
We also have the other keys.
Yes, we also have those.
Is there an elevator down here?
Can't get to the elevator from here.
Oh, it was on the left, okay. Oh, these correspond to Greek letters, I think. Unless this is what it's talking about.
Truth of the Minotaur, deeper below, eyes of the dead, red tears.
But I think it's probably this.
Okay, D7B. D7B is pi. E52 is phi. And then 82A. Oh, EF3. Sorry. EF3 is psi.
And 82A.
82A is theta.
Okay. Just a second. Excuse me a moment. This is the silliest game decision I've ever seen. But how do we tell him this?
Pi, phi, psi, theta.
Right, but do we give him the...
Truth above all, risk my
Hang
life.
on. I'm gonna go save.
Wait, you didn't save on your way in?
I didn't.
Truth above all, risk my life, brother.
Yeah, okay.
Pi.
This?
Yep. Psi, or phi, sorry, phi. Psi. Theta.
The perseverance in your heart has proven great. You have reached the center once more. Beyond the mirror ahead exists another reality. Broken from whence you came, unbroken by the powers of truth. The red gallery is beyond and below. It houses the 3 symbols of truth you seek. But know that the passing of time rearranges all. Construct the original arrangement in your mind's eye. Paint the 3 symbols of truth in your memory. Return through the looking glass once you believe yourself done. Nothing can be saved now. You are in too deep. The first symbol, red paint. You can keep trying to conceal this in all possible manners, make up stories, or tell it like it never was. But the truth is right before your eyes if you want to see it. Here's the next. You keep mixing things up. Stop playing games. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to end this constant rearrangement of history. This is your last chance to make peace with the truth before you go. But how do we think that they need to be redone to be like present day?
Unclear. You can't interact with them in any way?
No.
Is this the second or third?
The third.
Okay.
It loops. See?
Mm.
I guess we go back. We can try to figure out how it's supposed to be different later. Yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. The owl girl kind of made it seem like this was more of a puzzle. The door's over here.
I don't want the door. I want to get the rest of the quizzes. What year did he win in Monte Carlo?
(2014)
Plus we need $20 to go back to the Teatro Rosso. Do you know which exit it was that had the that part of the quiz?
Was it one of the exits between north and northeast? Or between northeast and east? But not this part. You gotta go all the way around.
Wait.
This is the center.
And this is $1 that I just got? Yeah. Okay, where? Not this way?
I don't know where you are.
I'm here.
You're in east? Yeah, you don't want to be here.
I want to go to southeast, right?
Yeah. Dronin says, when I first saw a bit of your game stream, I was very tempted to try this, but now seeing the detail and complexity and spatial orientation required, no. It is a lot, but it's a lot in exactly the kind of way that I like. There is a lot of like spatial understanding. We have, so what you can't see is that we have a map of this maze in another window because we found it, and so we're using that to navigate.
We found it in game.
Yeah,
we're not like looking up them.
So we know where we're going to some degree due to the fact that we have a map of this maze, but still.
You answered this one and then died. Money.
$20.
We really need 30 though.
Well, 30, what for?
The last game for the bite size.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't care about that as much. Nice. Now, my question is, did you get those 3 symbols as photographic memories?
What would they be in?
Visions, maybe?
Nope.
So maybe that's just we haven't solved it.
Okay, the puzzle boxes. The 2 doors that we got keys for.
Yeah. (1973), the single column.
Okay. It says, with a simple brushstroke, the artist shows us the importance of art. Whether young or old, big or small, our lives are not complete without it. This seems to be the theory of 1973. Nine, I guess? Wait, 6? 6. 6? 2? 5? 4? 8? 7? 0? 3? 9? 1? That's it? Okay, and 1982 is this one? Yeah?
Yep.
Every day we visit parallel realities on our screens. In 1982, the artist employs this idea to show us how we can perceive the same space in different ways. The work itself leaves us wondering about which is most true, the reality around us or the one on our screens.
Okay, so immediately facing the television
7
is 7
5 0 4 3 1 8 6, 2, 9. That's it?
Mm-hmm. We should be able to open the last 2 puzzle boxes now.
Yeah.
This is not how I was expecting these to be oriented.
Okay, I would guess that this is the front. This would be the 9, and this would be the 7.
Okay, so starting from the 9, select the 9 and move move counterclockwise 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces.
That's the 1?
That's the 1. Then the 9. Then 1 clockwise from the 1 is the 8. The next one clockwise after the 1 is the 8. And then the 2 is 1 counterclockwise from the 9.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Delphine Pitoef, the member of the cult avant-garde band Gravissime.
That's the word we want.
Was one of many who had joined the Third Eye, and like many, Pitoef left in the big exodus after the infamous pilgrimage to Sulawesi in 1982. She seemed too sharp to believe in this stuff the rest of us had fallen for. She acted as if she searched for buried treasure, but she had something hopeless in her eyes. Those eyes, how far did they see? Okay.
The top one is 1. Second top is 9. From the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 7. And then right beneath the 9 is 3. So 3rd from the top.
Indeed, her own body of work had been entangled with the tragedy. She completely disappeared from the world of art, and many believed she had passed away, but in 1973 she briefly resurfaced and worked on the project Scene for a display on Alimayu's Younes Gallery in Paris. It was a multifaceted project, combining sculptures, cameras, and interaction between objects and the audience, he recollected in an interview with Art Filter. The result was stunning, but I could sense there was something wrong. She never came to the opening of the show. In fact, I never saw her again. Okay, so Gravissime and Scene.
Mm-hmm. So Gravissime is 1982.
Here. What do you think this is?
1847.
How?
Take this section that the lines to the rotating lines to and rotate it here. Take this section.
Yeah, rotate
it to here. Take this section. Rotate it to here. The whole bit.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
It rotates.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Take that segment.
That makes sense. And the other thing was scene. No, not listen. This is just shift everything over. 2014. Do we have everything we need for the computer?
If those numbers, the first, second, and third symbols, are the password, then yes.
Uh-huh. Unless it starts with 2.
Yeah, 2014 is one of the 3 possible answers.
This kind of game is my jam. And it helps that there are 2 of us. Like, I think people don't quite realize how strong it is to just have
2 brains.
2 people looking at something. I think I can get to there via shortcut from there, but I know that I can get there from the elevator. Ugh, come on. Elevator. But the dollars, the stories.
Well, let's just see what this does. We can always come back. Save your game.
Username, password, memory sequence.
Okay. Username. It's been a while since we've done these. Here are the symbols. So L. O.
Yeah, this.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Here.
Ah. Okay.
The first symbol is not that one. Top left corner. Second symbol. Yep. Wait, is that right actually?
Oh.
Maybe I just drew it wrong? Because these are all connected.
Yeah, so third symbol.
Third symbol is like a C. Maybe we're missing something with these.
I have a thought. You know how in the crypt?
Yeah.
For the ones with the years, we had to rotate or flip or...
Yeah. You think we have to apply the same transformation?
The first symbol, the second symbol, the third symbol, like could be the 1847, 1963, 2014.
Yeah, we have to apply the transformation from the crypt?
Yeah.
I would imagine it would give us those as memories then, if it wanted us to do that.
Well, that's why they're like, make sure you have it. Make sure you have the information.
No, from the crypt, though.
Oh, from the crypt. Yeah. Could it have just been this one?
Maybe I just copied it wrong.
Okay, and then the year associations.
Okay, and then the memory sequence.
1932.
1847.
1938.
1963.
1948.
2014.
1953.
1963.
1957.
2014.
1960.
1963.
1962.
1847.
1973.
2014.
And 1982.
1847. Yeah. So there's more to do with the password than we have figured out.
I'm gonna check the VOD for what the symbols were, because you said you're not sure if you copied them down right.
I mean, we can just walk back into the mirror maze easily enough. I think there might be something like the symbol.
I don't know, because she was like,
oh. The segments. Why don't we just walk back there rather than looking at the VOD?
Because I'm not convinced we can go back in.
Yeah, we can. Let's go. Each of the segments that it displays was like a security camera that was like watching us, right?
Mm-hmm. You think it has to do with how we move and?
Yeah, I wonder.
Where am I going?
You tell me. Ellie says, I'll be dead honest, this is nowhere near my jam, but this falls in the category of my brain's attracted to people doing what they do really well and enjoying it. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that this is a way in which you can enjoy a game you might not have enjoyed it otherwise. Oh, but you've walked far from the center, haven't you?
Yes. I'm at north.
You fool!
Okay. I have to go... down here, and through here. And then around this. And around again. And through here.
Ellie says, but considering two of the games I assume two of the games I just got because of you, I'm finding new gems too. That's amazing. Now own. Yeah, two of the games I now own are because of the two of you. I'm finding new gems. I'm also glad of that. It's incredible to watch how quickly you've been like blasting through Celeste. Inspiring.
Down through the bottom. Then over to southeast. And up into east.
I had to slow down because of your thumb. It sent a letter to your manager. Oh man, the gold berries are so hard. I did a few of them, but I'm never gonna do the hard ones. They're just they can be so frustrating. I guess they're satisfying to get, but like they can be really frustrating.
So when I'm walking up, okay, look on the ground. On the ground. This tile is here. This. Yeah. I didn't even notice the 3x3 on the ground. Okay, so the bottom middle is red.
Okay. So
forget trying to figure out which is associated with which. I'm just going to tell you which ones are red.
And bottom middle is red.
Okay, and then the bottom right is also red.
Yep.
And the bottom left is white.
Okay.
The middle left is white.
Mm-hmm.
The middle is white.
Mm-hmm.
The middle right is red. The top right is red. The middle right, the top middle is red.
Yeah.
And the top left is red.
This makes so much more sense.
Okay. All right. Oh.
This was a clever notice. This was a really clever observation.
Okay. So from the top right, it's white.
Okay. Northeast is white.
Yeah. North is red.
Okay.
Northwest is white.
Mm-hmm.
West is red.
West is red.
Center is red.
Center is red.
East is white.
Mm-hmm.
Southeast is red.
Southeast is red. Okay.
South is red.
Yep.
And southwest is white.
Okay. This makes so much more sense.
Okay. And then northeast.
This is the third symbol?
Yeah. Is red.
Northeast is red.
Yeah, LAD, you can do the ace. All the goldens of any level that you've completed already. You can do any level you've completed already has a golden berry waiting for you at the start.
Steven says my heart can't handle gold. Didn't you just get time travel golden? Or silver, whatever?
Okay. Northeast is red.
Northeast is red.
North is white.
North is white.
Northwest is white.
Northwest is white.
West is white.
West is white.
Center is white.
Center is white.
East is red.
East is red.
South is red. Sorry, southeast is red.
Southeast is red.
South is red.
South is red.
Southwest is red.
Southwest is red.
Okay. Now we can do it.
Now we can do it. These symbols make may more sense.
Make name more.
Make may more.
Make say more sense.
Make name more sense. Just the A sides and the B sides are so long to go deathless. It's hard. Like at least strawberry jam levels are short. Mostly, for the most part. Where are you going?
Hang on. I want to do something really quick first. What's the video game number?
You want to buy the video game? No, the stories are more important. Who cares about video games?
Okay.
Video games are a waste of time.
Let's go to the stories.
Anyone who plays video games is a deviant who is wasting their life.
Jogability is awesome. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. You have traveled far to find this forest. Come closer and I will tell you something you may have already guessed. This is the tragic story we call the Quest of Man. The legends tell of a human who sought magic. He traveled to a dilapidated palace in the west to find it. Somewhere on these grounds he found the third eye, and when he held it he saw the magic of this world. This encounter by holy and profane gave him a vision of his magnum opus. Filled by the spirit of the third eye, he saw a holy universe. Everything appeared before him through magic. Alas, magic likewise gained him mastery of a woeful truth. He found that art is only as good as its spectators. In a feeble protest against mammon and the mediocrity of man, he cut out his eyes. The third eye once again became a lost treasure, and the man faded away.
There's a lot of good cello in this soundtrack. Dilapidated is a great word. Yeah, dilapidated. Dilapidated. It is a good word.
Your journey has been long to get here. Come closer and I will tell you the final story which we tell in this forest. This is the tragic story we call the last dream. Not long ago, there was an old artist who looked into a red mirror. In the mirror, she saw a young woman and with her a man looking for a lost treasure. The old artist painted them a treasure map which led them to a faraway palace. Together they found the treasure known as the Third Eye. But in the shadows of the treasure lived a beast, which decided to hide in the shadows of the man. Not long had the beast lived in the shade until it grew hungry and it devoured the man and his soul. To escape the beast, the woman shattered the red mirror and fled through it. On the other side, she met the old artist. The old artist opened her eyes one last time as the young woman told her the tragic story of the third eye.
Love any good string instrument, especially paired with percussion. Yeah, I mean, string instruments are great, but like nothing can rival like the richness of like the low notes on a cello. Like, oh, it's so silky.
What about the low notes on a bass?
Yeah, that too. That too.
I don't think I can take his American dollar. I think they're just indicating that I've already paid him.
That's the American dollar you gave him. No take backsies. Like the low notes in Zoe Keating's Escape Artist. Like, ugh.
Okay, you're poking me.
I know, because I
don't want to be poked.
I feel passionately about this. Where are you going?
I don't know. I thought there was a shortcut.
Not from here.
I have to take the elevator?
You can also go from outside. And by outside, I mean from upstairs down the ladder.
There's probably an achievement to drink coffee from each espresso machine.
Possibly.
Okay, now we know what to do.
Okay, username.
Why do I always have trouble finding this one? The one that's like a C. Ah. Lorelei.
First symbol is this one. Yeah, here. Second symbol is this one. Yep. Third symbol is this one here.
Okay.
Are these? No, they reset. Okay.
1932.
1847.
1938.
1963.
1948.
2014.
1953.
1963.
1957.
2014.
1960.
1963.
1962.
1847.
1973.
2014.
1982.
1847. Login successful! Let's frickin' go!
Initiating Verity sequence.
It's inside! I mean, not inside,
Reverie.
Reverie. Recursion.
Oh, that was cool! And so we reach the end. The third eye has opened. Before you go, know this. You will encounter 9 truths. You know what they are now. Together they shall form the final truth hidden deep below. It has been a privilege to play with you. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Thank you for everything, Lorelei. Oh my god, we're Lorelei!
Title drop!
If input equals young woman or old woman, go deeper? Huh. Huh. Am I putting old woman?
I guess.
Is there a space?
Is there some input?
It is also a maze.
Yeah, I see that too.
There's no dot. There's no lowercase letters.
Lorelei is the old woman or the young woman, I guess.
Current year. Go deeper. So is the current year
2016? I mean 2024?
I think so.
2014?
Input equals man. Go deeper.
Renzo?
Or
Nero?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo?
If input equals fiction woman, go deeper.
Fiction woman.
Maybe Renat was never real? Oh. Where?
Interesting. There's hand controls?
No. Disable rotation controls, like it says. Look. Disable rotation controls. Fiction year. Go deeper.
1847?
I guess so. So Lorenzo?
Lorenzo.
These are all of the visions, the memory sequences.
The script pages.
I am an old woman. I'm yesterday's news. I was born to sing the blues. Oh, this is the lyrics.
The song.
I dream in black and white. Incident year, 1963. Departed.
Departed.
Okay, I had to try. Departed. Maybe like the year we were born? Departed.
But it didn't say dot year.
Yeah.
What about Mammon?
Mammon? That's like the god of capitalism. Why Mammon?
Because like the third eye was supposed to like defeat Mammon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Have there been other hints?
Departed.
I thought maybe a Latin phrase. But nope.
Hi, Ethio. Scan the journal?
The journal?
It's all been very main characters or ideas or years. The third eye.
Maybe any dead person? Responsible. Okay, so this is like the interrogation. Like cutting to the bottom of the who's responsible for Renzo's death? Renzo or Lorelei? You know?
Mm-hmm.
You think he did it himself, or did Lorelei?
He stabbed out his own eyes. We know that much.
Mammon.
Lorelei. Looks climactic? Yeah, feels climactic.
So Lorelei killed him? Huh? What am I trying to do here?
I don't know.
Oh. It's a slidey puzzle. Are you kidding me? At the end of the day, we have a slidey puzzle. See? Oh. What? How did that happen? My worst nightmare. For the finale of an epic, excellent puzzle game, to make me do a slidey puzzle is like the worst thing I've ever had happen to me. Okay, this is the top. Please stop being mean to me. Okay. I did it.
Defrag successful. This is her pushing Renzo out the window?
I guess so. I see how it ends now. Do you, Lorelei? So he had cut out his eyes already. What if we do it differently?
That's not how I remember it.
No, not yet. You are afraid, Lorelei. Yes. This is exactly what happens. Cut to black. Now I will fumble in the dark like a madman. Start backing away. You are very afraid. Where are you? It's all black, and I can't see you. But I reach out and manage to grab you. I say something like, I can't see shit. Yes, perfect. And you, what do you do, Lorelei? Yes. Signorina, this is as close to the truth we will ever get. The important thing is that you finally saw it. There are no such things as laser eyes, of course. But that is how it is with a story. Like the tale of a Labrador, living its life freely from the dog, always moving. Until one day, it does not. Music.
Would you be my dream protection, screening all the walls of past? A video of my recollections, magic pictures show broadcast. I'd watch your strange.
That was so good. I still don't totally understand the story. But it was very cool.
When do I get to play the bonus Sayonara level to this song? Also, banger, what?
Yeah, almost like the Sumogo team can make some bangers.
I mean, I think it's Linnea Olsen doing the vocals.
Yeah, it is. Something like that.
Pew 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 pew.
.8% truth recovered.
Yeah, because we didn't get the manual for the last bite-sized game because we missed $10. Yeah. Multiple mazes.
In multiple realities, in multiple times.
So what happens if I go to continue?
So look at your stats in the computer.
Right.
Missing $1 in the red maze, $4 in the past.
Yeah, we weren't looking very thoroughly in the past.
$5 in the prototypes.
Yeah, again, we didn't like go to every nook and cranny in those places.
But we got all the quiz club questions and all the shortcuts.
We should have access to the last one in the red maze. We've opened all the shortcuts. We've opened all the quizzes, right?
That's a lot of dollars. American dollars, specifically.
And I'm pretty sure that...
And what about our photographic memory? Is it totally filled out?
No, because we need the manual.
Other than that.
Okay, we have all the maps. We have all the books, all the documents, all the magazines. We're missing one of the games.
Manuals.
The manuals.
Yeah, game boxes.
You have all the notes, all the letters, all the signs, all the patterns, all the magic posters, all the visions, all the messages from the past, all the software errors, and all the stories. So it really is just the $10, buy the game, and get the manual.
Yeah.
Kappa says, to someone who watched enough to be interested in the aesthetic and the general idea that we were puzzling but didn't pay attention to more than like 2 puzzle solutions, this is a buy. Yes!
This is a buy.
For sure.
For sure. If you liked Riven, Outer Wilds, Immortality, like friggin' what's it called? The Thousand Stones game. Eyes of Ara.
I mean, Immortality is a bit more obscure. You know Her Story and Telling Lies? Have you heard of those ones? Immortality is probably the same. Yeah, okay, Immortality is the same dev.
But it's weirder.
It's weirder, like substantially weirder. But if you liked Her Story and Telling Lies, you should definitely pick up Immortality. And as for this one, unless you're like severely triggered by eye trauma stuff, if you are very squicked out by eye trauma stuff, then probably don't buy this one. But that would be like the only reason not to.
Very, very good puzzle mystery.
Very little makes you queasy. I mean, like some people just like have a thing about eyes and trauma to the eyes. So that's like a big content warning. Other than that, there's just kind of like general like murder, mystery, intrigue type of violence, you know? Yeah. You encounter dead bodies, but not like, other than the eye stuff, they're not like gory or grotesque, you know?
Even the eye stuff is pretty stylized.
But like if you went into it and you had no idea, like it might catch you off guard if that was like a particular thing for you.
You'll see people with like red streaking down their face, right? That's about as like gory as it gets.
You read descriptions as well.
Yeah.
Of things happening. But yeah, a big recommend if you like
Device 6.
Device 6.
It's got a ton of Device 6 DNA in it for sure.
Would you say it's very hard?
It was pretty hard.
There were some hard things, but like we never got extremely stuck. But that we're also 2 people and we also play a lot of puzzle games.
In terms of like puzzle games we played on stream, it's one of the harder ones.
I would agree with that. But like that's kind of like Can of Wormholes has like some really hard like
that's
Sokoban
a different type
style,
of puzzle,
you know,
right? That's like a Sokoban
on a
type.
scale of Outer Wilds to Baba. This is more towards Outer Wilds than Baba.
But that's in terms of style, not in terms of difficulty.
Yeah.
Because they're totally, you can't really compare those
two.
But
also, Ethio, you know 2 people who just did everything in the game. So, like, if you get stuck, like, you have people who you can ask. So, I wouldn't stress about it being too hard. Like, we can nudge you if you get stuck. And I think often just a nudge of, like, this is something you can do right now. Like, this is something that you can figure out with the information you have. That's probably enough of a nudge. Like, I think the frustrating part, if you're not as used to puzzle games, might be like, you're given a bunch of information and like, yes, you could like try to process it all, but it's like, if you don't know that you can use that information right away, it's kind of hard to like figure out like what should you be focusing on.
Or you just like don't want to commit to like doing a bunch of work if you're
not sure you have all the information. So just having someone to be like, yes, you could do something with this now.
Or like don't bother because you're wasting your time. Just go do something else. Yeah. But it's definitely more of a mist-like than like a Sokoban type.
Kappa says, I really wish we could have gotten Obsidian working. That's such a good, weird puzzle game. Yeah, it's disappointing, but it just... Maybe if they come out with another hack of it, but it just wouldn't. Unfortunate. Yeah, probably off stream. Wait, why does this say truth recovered 95.5?
Rounding? I don't know.
No, it was like 99.8
Yeah, maybe
before.
The truth is slipping through our fingertips.
The end sequence must have some.
Yeah, we didn't log into the supercomputer yet.
Okay. Oberdin was too hard.
I'd say this
is probably easier than the hardest stuff in Oberdin, but on par with the like medium hard stuff in Oberdin.
I think that's accurate. I think it's like
some of the hardest stuff in Oberdin, you really just kind of like you either are really goated at that kind of game, or you make a few 50-50 guesses and deduce things like that.
I think it's comparable.
But like I said, we're happy to nudge and to just give little hints. Some of the puzzles are optional, like the shortcuts are just for convenience.
But they're also kind of more or less some of the easier ones.
It depends on if you like those kinds of puzzles. Anyway.
But also the other good thing about buying this game is that anytime you want, you can come onto this title screen and you can listen to this like haunting...
It's a cool intro.
Haunting melody.
It's a cool menu screen music.
It's good.
Let's see who we can raid.
What are our future plans now? Maybe like get married, start a family, settle down.
Immediate future will probably continue with Baldur's Gate 3 and Dave the Diver. When Dave the Diver finishes up, we'll probably start Animal Well. I think that will have given people who really want to play Animal Well enough time to play it, and then not have to avoid our streams for laser eye surgery. Yeah, for spoilers.
Thank you, Ethio and Gidio, for contributions to the SJ Cracked Red Challenge.
Is anyone else playing Lorelei in the lasers?
Probably. Recently came out.
It's kind of obscure. Yeah, there's someone playing who just started recently. They got like 18% truth. But they've got follower-only chat, and I don't like that, so we're not going there.
Yeah, push a blind guy out a window.
Geese is playing Basilisk 2000. What is this game? It's some retro thing. Anyway, yeah, last few seconds to contribute to the community challenge if you want to. Tomorrow during the day, I'll be continuing Ivory, but it probably will be a little bit earlier and not as long.
Lorelei and the Laser Ivory?
Alright, if not tomorrow daytime, definitely tomorrow evening. Anyway, bye-bye everyone. Have a good one. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks for the resubs. Oh, Kappa was yesterday. Don't thank Kappa. Thank you, Kappa. And thank you, Ira and Crystal. Bye-bye.